Let us now try to solve uh, discontinuous a differential equation with a discontinuous inhomogeneous term. Suppose the differential equation is second derivative of x plus 3 times the first derivative of x plus 2 times x is equal to 1 minus u t minus 1. Now this is a discontinuous term, and suppose the initial conditions are homogeneous initial conditions. So when all the initial conditions are 0, we say the conditions are homogeneous. So using Laplace transform to solve this differential equation requires us to look up the tables and see, okay, the second derivative, if you remember, let me just write those terms. You can look up any table and see that the second derivative of a function of time is going to have a Laplace transform of s square capital X minus s into the initial value minus the initial value of the first derivative, and the Laplace transform of the first derivative of x would be s x of s. Actually this capital X, the next bar is x of s minus the initial value. So since these are 0, so we are going to get, if we apply the Laplace transform to this whole thing, we are going to get s square capital X plus 3 s capital X plus 2x capital X is equal to, now what will be the Laplace transform of 1? It will be 1 over s. The Laplace transform of 1 is the same thing as the Laplace transform of ut, because we are integrating from 0 to infinity. So if you integrate ut or integrate or take the Laplace transform of ut or take the Laplace transform of 1 is the same thing. And if you have a shifted function, so ut is shifted to 1 now. So we remember that it is the same Laplace transform multiplied by minus the amount of shift, which is 1 s. So we get 1 over s, 1 minus e raised power minus s here. So we can take this factor x out and we get a polynomial s square plus 3s plus 2, and this side we have this. So this x of s is equal to 1 by s we can write it as s can be taken in the denominator, and this is 1 minus e raised power minus s, and we get s square plus 3s plus 2, and we can see that this can be factored s plus 1 s plus 2. Being able to factor a longer polynomial is a key skill. Okay, so now what is required is to write this in such a way that we can use tables to find the inverse Laplace transform and get x of t. But if you look closely, we have this e raised power minus s that was actually due to shift of some function by 1. So perhaps we can also employ that So you see, we can take this 1 over s into s plus 1 into s plus 2 as some function, the Laplace transform of some function f of s, as some Laplace transform of some function f of t. So this is f of s, and if f of s is equal to this thing, we can see that x can be written as f of s minus e raised to the power minus 1 s f of s, which clearly tells that xt is going to be the inverse Laplace transform of this thing, which is going to be f of t minus, and we are going to get f of t minus 1, because a shifted f of t by 1 is going to get this Laplace transform. It's understood that we have ut here. We can explicitly write it, or we can ignore that. And now the task that remains is to find what is f of t. For that, we have to use the method of partial fractions. And once again, you can use any method, but try to learn my method because that is going to be speedier. So 1 over s plus 1, s plus 2 can be written as a over s plus b over s plus 1 plus c over s plus 2 . So now you can see that if you multiply throughout by s, this cancels here, and these are going to get s in the numerator. Now if we put s is equal to 0, after multiplying throughout by s, multiply by s, then put s is equal to 0, we get a is equal to 1 over 2. And if we do on a similar line, multiply by s plus 1 throughout, this terms cancels out. These two get s plus 1 in the numerator. When we put s plus 1 is equal to 0, these cancel out, and we get b is equal to 1 over minus 1. These terms cancels out, minus 1 plus 1 plus 2 is plus 1. So we get minus 1 here, which is actually minus 1 into 1, which is minus 1. And if we multiply by s plus 2 and put s is equal to minus 2, we get c is equal to 1 over 2 and 2 plus 1, or minus 2 plus 1 is minus 1, and we get minus 2 here, so we get 1 by 2. So what do we get here? F of t, or let me not skip a step. So this f of s here can be written as 1 by 2 over s minus 1 over s plus 1 plus 1 by 2 over s plus 2. And if you see the tables of Laplace transform, you can find such an entry that 1 over s is the Laplace transform of 1 or ut, and another entry that 1 over s plus a is the Laplace transform of e raised to the power minus at. Ut is implied. So therefore, by inspection, we can write the inverse Laplace transform, and that would be equal to 1 by 2 ut minus e raised to the power minus 1t plus 1 by 2 e raised to the power minus 2t. And ut is with each term to signify that we are only interested in solutions or functions that are to be considered for t greater than 0. So this ut actually ensures that these functions are 0 before t is equal to 0. So I hope you can now appreciate the power of Laplace transform. Solution of differential equations in time domain is not an easy thing, but the solution of differential equations in the frequency domain or the S domain is purely algebraic, and it's not very difficult.